So the next tutorial is on the use of movie max shift. So let's say that you have imported some movies, you have aligned them. So this is an example of how this is a summary of the local movement from each frame 1 to frame 2, frame 2 to frame 3. So for every pairs of frames we compute an average movement, and this is what is represented here, but it doesn't mean that the whole frame moves by this amount. This is just the average. And we can see already in this plot that the first frames move more than the last one, so it seems that under the electron beam the movie is stabilized, the sample stabilizes. You can also check here that after the alignment you should see better the tone rings, and this is the case really. So this is before alignment, this is after alignment, and after alignment we shouldn't see any indication of drift. So the fact that these tone rings are fading in this direction means that there is some drift along a perpendicular direction to that. Okay, so we have aligned, and sometimes especially if you are in streaming, so sometimes algorithms, alignment algorithms make mistakes, and then they think that one particular frame has moved much more than it should, or it has really moved. So if you are in streaming, this is very bad, because the subsequent steps will work on movies that have not been correctly aligned. So this protocol here separates the streaming set of movies into two subsets. One that is the good ones and the discarded ones. The discarded are never deleted from the file, from the disk, so you can always go to the discarded and check why this movie has been discarded, and take a decision on whether I should use it still or not. And the criteria to discard are here. So you can reject movies either just by frame, just by whole movie, by both, or there are many possible combinations. So this one is if from one frame to the next there is a jump on average that is larger than 10 angstroms, and this is a lot. So you should discard this movie. The algorithm probably that was aligning made a mistake there. So we can see, for instance, here that the average shifts are normally pretty small, so they are in the order of 1 pixel at most, and 1 pixel at a pixel size of 1 angstrom approximately. So this is 1 angstrom on average from one to the next. So this is a very generous threshold, just to avoid obvious errors. The other one is this one, that is this is more sensible. That is, if the whole movie is moving more than 15 angstroms in total, then that has moved too much, and I don't want to keep that movie. Again, this is never truly deleted. It is only put aside so that you can inspect these micrographs and take a decision on what to do with those.